Hey guys, Tony DiPaolo here. It's going to do an update on the first week here with our trading pool results. What you're looking at here, this is actually my cell phone. Okay, so I have it on my screen here, so I'm going to show you guys the trades. And this particular, you'll see right here, this is for the day as it shows up here, which is more like early in the morning. It's like from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. my time, these trades come in. These four had closed out all in a profit, 200 bucks. Now, I will show you here right now. Now, the market just closed a couple minutes ago. I wanted to wait till after the market closed so there's no more trading going on. And you can see we're in a little bit of drawdown. These two trades here, I did not want to close them out because they can very easily come back into profit. So I left them open over the weekend. So we'll see what happens over the weekend. Now, the reason I bring this up is because you will see the balance and the equity, okay, are two different amounts, and that's because of these open trades. If you subtract this, you'll see the difference here. So what I'm doing our accounts on is the equity. Okay, when I tell you we made X percent profit, I'm going to be referring to the profit in equity. That means if I were to close out these trades, now I can't actually do it because the market's closed, but if I were to close them out before the market closed, the equity would be the same as the balance. Okay, so basically this week I went less risky. I think I told you guys I was going to go a little less risky until we have enough profit to where I'll be trading mainly out of profit instead of using all of our capital. Okay, so I'm just trying to use good money management here. So if we're going on the equity, we actually made it was exactly 10%. Okay. In fact, here, let me show you. Go into history. So our starting balance was, and this includes my personal trading too. So the reason I bring the starting balance is because that's how we get the percent profit for the week. So starting balance was $5,625, and you could see right now, as we were just looking at, the equity is 61.42. So we made about 520 bucks, okay, which comes out to be right around 10% for the week. If I would have been at full risk, in other words, where we're going to be here in the next week or so, it would have been about 12.5%. Now, if you go by the balance, we actually made 12.7%. So in other words, if these trades come back to zero, then the equity would be the 63.42, and it would be 12.5%. So, but the bottom line is they're either going to stop out and realize the loss, or they're going to go into blue and make us a profit, which will bring this balance up even higher. So that's going to roll in next week's. That's going to reflect next week's profits. Okay, I'm not trying to confuse you. I'm just trying to explain to you how I'm doing the accounting on this and where I'm coming up with the numbers. Okay, so full disclosure, like I had said before. So now I'm going to go into history and go into custom. And you can see here, I'm going to start, I think Sunday was the 13th. That's when the market opens. So right here, you can see profit 715. That's the closed trades. Okay, if we were to subtract the negative open current trades, it would be a little over 500 bucks. But you could see here, and the deposit here, that's a deposit balance, 3,200. Don't worry about all that. It actually was 5625, my starting balance. And you can see here, here's all the trades. Okay, all the blue are winning trades. The red are, where they hit the stop loss, the losing trades. And you can see here, we literally only had 2 losing trades. Now, granted, when we take a loss, it's about 3 times what the wins are. And that's because we have a stop loss at around 60 or 70 pips and a win at around 20 to 30 pips. Usually it's 20 pips. So, but still, we're way into profit, okay? My goal, guys, and again, past profits do not guarantee future results. This is real trading. Anything can happen. But just to give you some numbers, the past 3 weeks with this exact account using real money, trading my money, 3 weeks ago I did 20%. It was like 20.5%. Last week was like 11%. And this week so far, even though the week's over, I'm saying 10%. But, again, that's including the losses, the current open trades, which are at a loss. Now, there's going to be times where the this right here, we're going to close the market and they're going to be blue. And that means our equity is going to actually be higher than, I'm not sure what that was. Our equity will be higher than the balance. Okay, so it works both ways. But I'm always going to go by the equity. That way, if somebody needs to take money out or something like that, it's not coming completely out of my pocket or anything like that. It's whatever the equity is. That's what we're going to get the percentage on week after week. And then at the end of the month, I will almost always make sure we close trades out so we're fully liquid, okay? Now, and there's a good chance too that if we have them in the blue, meaning they're in profit, and even if they're not at full, take profit, the full amount that we want, I may go ahead and close them out too, just so that we don't have any open trades over the weekend. But whenever they're in the red, in the negative here, I'll most likely keep them open most of the times because it can very easily turn around come Sunday, and we'll realize, these trades turn around and turn into blue, and we get our profit from them. Okay, guys? So just to kind of explain, that's where we're at. Okay, so not too shabby for the first week. It was a little over 10%. And just to let you know, again, past profits don't guarantee future results. Like I said before, I have to say that. But my goal, and so far, just the past 3 weeks alone, if you were to take, 20% plus it's 31, 41, that's basically almost 15%. In fact, if I was at full volume this week, because I told you I went a little less risky until we build up a little bit of profit, which we've done. So I'm going to go a little bit more to moderate risk next week. And then the following week, provided we have another winning week, I'll be at full risk, which means again, no guarantees, but 15% per week is where I'm trying to average, because then that would mean even with the 50-50 split, you're taking home 7.5%. Multiply that, for a month, it's over 30% in a month. That's pretty darn good, right? 30% a month. Now, again, that's average. That means there's going to be weeks where, like this week, we did 10%. There's going to be weeks where we do 20% or even more, okay? There's going to be weeks where we break even, maybe take a loss. Overall, I'm trying to average 15% per week. And again, guys, this is per week, not per month, okay? Now, another thing I want to mention, for those of you that might be saying, well, this is great. How do I take, a 50-50 split? You're taking quite a bit, even though I'm doing all the work, guys. I'm up here, till 4 or 5 in the morning doing the trades. I'm going to be attaching an EA. I want to mention this now. Just came to mind, which is going to run some of these open trades and get more profit out of them, possibly a 25 to 30% increase in profits on the same trades. The losses will be the same, but the profits will be more. There's a reason behind that. The person that I'm using getting these trades off of has more than one take profit amount. I've only been putting in the one take profit. So a lot of times these trades continue on and go way, 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 in the plus even more, but we're closed out of them and we're not actually collecting. You could see most of these around $60. This one I closed out before the market. I wanted to just capture the profit before the market closed today. But most of, you'll see here, most of the trades, the winning trades, are around $60. That's because I'm taking 20 pips, sometimes a little less because I get in the trade. By the time I get in the trade, it's already 4 or 5 pips already into profit, so we don't get the full 20 pips or 30 pips or what have you. But you can see most of them around $60. So we'll start seeing higher amounts, on the same trades, additional pips for more profit. So that's exciting, okay? And I had mentioned, I'm trying to, average around the 15%. Oh, now, here's what I wanted to mention, guys. The 50-50 split. I'm doing that right now, but my full intention is once our balance, once we're trading around $10,000, and you guys, this is going to be in combination with, if you guys want to add to your account, you start seeing great results, and you're saying, heck, man, this is good. Hey, Tony, I want to give you, additional $500 or $1,000 or whatever to trade. That's fine, okay? So between that and our profits each week, provided that, people aren't taking, big withdrawals. Of course, the whole idea here is to build up something, so you can be, basically passively doing what I'm doing, earning passively for a living. Okay. But bottom line is, once I get to where we're trading around $10,000, my intention is to take that 50-50 split and reduce it, my cut, to a 40. It'll be a 60-40, meaning you'll get 60%, I'll get 40%. Okay, so that's giving yourself another raise. That's another thing that's going to increase your profits down the road, and that's just, me thanking you for being loyal, sticking with it. Another reason I'll do that is because we're trading a bigger amount. So even though I'm taking a little less, I'm still making a decent amount. Okay, and then of course, ultimately, what I want to do is, I don't know the number yet. We'll kind of play it by ear, but I want to take it down to a 70-30. So I'll actually be giving you 70% of the profit and me taking 30%. And that's about average with a lot of managed accounts. But most managed accounts, sorry about that, guys. Most managed accounts are not going to be giving you the kind of profits, returns that we're going to be looking at here. Okay, getting 15% in a week. I mean, if we're averaging around 50%, 50 total profits per month, just get out a calculator. In fact, maybe next week I'll give you a site where you can do some math and punch in some numbers and see where you can be 12 months from now. Okay, with getting different types of returns. Okay, guys, that's it. That's today's update for the week. Just wanted to show you our actual trades, the proof there that everything's going fantastic. Okay, and go ahead and get back to me if you have any questions, and I will update. And again, as far as statements, I'll be issuing those at the end of each month. And as far as taking the 50-50, I think I told most of you guys, but I'm going to actually calculate that monthly, just in case there's a losing week in there. It's not fair that I take the 50%, take my split, and the next week have a losing week, and I don't incur any of the losses. It's not fair. So I'm going on a whole month-to-month basis. That's when I'll be deducting the split, and that'll be your true balance, and I'll send out statements for you, so you'll know your true account balance. Okay, guys. Again, get back to me any questions, and I will talk to you next week.